Hey, how's it going? Brad Riley here and welcome to another video. And in this one today, I'm going to be giving you the top 5 tools that you need to use if you are a social media manager. So if you're interested in learning all of those today, make sure you watch until the end. Now, just before we jump into it, if you are new around here, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss another upload. And if you are not already, get yourself on the waitlist for my brand new book that comes out July 1st, 2020. Or if you're watching this video after that date, be sure to pick yourself up a copy. The link is in the description down below. Now, just to preface, if this is the first time that you're watching my videos, I've run a social media agency and offered social media management services for the last 3.5 years. So I've tried pretty much every software, every tool that you can imagine. And to be honest with you, my list of my top 5 recommended tools over the last few years would have changed drastically just because of how quickly and fast the algorithm changes, you know? Maybe 2 years ago, I would have had a growth software on there for Instagram. Today, I don't have that on here just because things change so much. So what I really wanted to do with this video is give you some evergreen advice, which I know isn't, I'm not going to give you tools here that are going to affect the algorithms negatively, any third-party services that aren't allowed. I'm only going to go with services and tools here today that you can use and you should be able to use over the long term. Okay, so saying that, let's jump into tool number 1, and that is my personal favorite social media management scheduling tool, which is Hootsuite. Now, look, there's a big debate that always goes on. Should I use Hootsuite? Should I use Buffer or Sprout Social? Now, this is my opinion as a social media manager who has used every platform. For me, Hootsuite is personally just the best and the most affordable. If you want my honest opinion, I think Sprout Social is without a doubt the best social media management scheduling software. But if you look at terms of price, it's just way too expensive. It is 5 times, 6 times as expensive as Hootsuite and Buffer. So although it's really great, if you've just got a couple of clients, you don't really want to be spending $100 plus every single month just on your scheduling software. So Sprout Social is great, but again, it's not my recommended in terms of price. So if I just had to personally choose between, later you have as well, you have Buffer and Hootsuite. I've personally used Hootsuite, but all of the above work. And essentially what this software allows you to do, if you're not familiar, is you're basically one-stop shop for all things social media management. So you can go on there, you can schedule posts across pretty much every social media platform. You go Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, Pinterest, whatever it may be, you can schedule posts ahead of time so they go out on autopilot. Think about that. As a social media manager, the last thing you want to have to do every single day for all your clients around the world is set notifications. So, 4 a.m. in the morning, you get a text, you need to post. Midday, you need to post. 5 p.m., you need to post. It's really inefficient. If you're out with friends and family and then you got to pick out your phone and post for a client, it's just not realistic. And again, it's not very efficient. So what these softwares allow you to do is schedule it out in advance. So you can sit down once a week, once a month, schedule out all your content for the month, for that week, and just know that it's going to get posted at the time you set it for every single week, which is great. Now, on top of that as well, what it also allows you to do is if you do respond to questions and comments, maybe you're offering some type of community management as a service, Hootsuite allows you to go in and you can see all of the comments and you can respond to the comments, you can respond to the questions, you can like posts, and you can do that all within Hootsuite. So again, this is probably the main social media management software or tool there is. This is why it's at number 1. I personally love Hootsuite, but my recommendation for you is to just go and try them all. Try Later, try Buffer, try Sprout Social. Most of them have trials. Try them out, see what you like, and work out what's best for you. But as mentioned, if you have a bit of a bigger budget, Sprout Social. If you have a smaller budget, I would recommend Hootsuite. Okay, so the second tool today, really, really important, and this tool is 100% free. It does have a premium version, but you don't use it. I don't even use it, and it will turn even the most amateur of graphic designers into somebody who can actually create pretty decent graphics very, very easily, and that is Canva.com. Now, Canva.com is honestly a lifesaver. I've obviously built my agency to a stage now where I have a team of graphic designers who help me with all the content design for my clients. But in the beginning, when I first started out, it was something that I had to do myself. And let me just tell you this, I'm not a very creative person. Designing, editing, stuff like that is not my strong. It's definitely not what I'm strongest at, right? But obviously, as I was offering social media management services, I did from time to time have to create images, quotes, photos, images about like offers or products and push them out on social media. And I wanted to make sure they looked good for my clients. Now, as someone who's not very good with Photoshop, who doesn't have a bunch of design experience, Canva was a lifesaver. It's 100% free. You can go onto their website and it will give you hundreds and hundreds of templates, with basically YouTube thumbnails, Instagram posts, Facebook posts, social media banners, whatever it may be. You have a bunch of templates on there, and all you need to do is basically just plug and play different images, change up some colors, change up some text, and you've got pretty decent looking images on on there. So, you know, if you're someone who isn't that creative, you're not great with Photoshop, but you're needing to offer some type of like creative posts or design services for your clients, then I really recommend you check it out. So my third recommendation for you today, really fantastic tool. And again, this is 100% free and it's actually built in on the back end of Facebook, and that is the Creator Studio. So the one issue with something like Hootsuite or Buffer or any other like social media management platform is that even though a lot of these main people like Hootsuite are partnered with Facebook, sometimes Facebook and Instagram, they will limit your reach if they see that the post is coming from a software such as Hootsuite. You know, it may cut your reach in half, sometimes it goes way less, which obviously if you're offering social media management services for your clients, it's not always ideal. Now Hootsuite is still great if you need it. I mean, it's still great for obviously all alternative platforms like Twitter and LinkedIn and things like that. But for Facebook and Instagram, I recommend if you need to schedule posts out, I would really recommend you look at the Creator Studio. Now, at the time of filming this, it's kind of new to be flushed out over the last few months here. So there's still some bugs that they're still trying to iron out with it. But the best thing about it is because it is native to Facebook, it doesn't limit your reach when you schedule the posts. So if you're scheduling on Facebook or scheduling a post on Instagram within the Creator Studio, it's not going to limit your reach as much as it may do on an alternative platform like Hootsuite. So just something to consider. It's also really great because if you have multiple clients, it's all in there and it's all free of charge. You know, if you have say 10 clients, you're gonna have to upgrade your Hootsuite account and then it can get progressively more expensive. With the Creator Studio, it is 100% free. So even if you had 50 clients that you post on Facebook and Instagram for, you're not even gonna spend a penny on software costs for scheduling for that. So, you know, my recommendation is take a look at that. It is still a little bit buggy, but you know, upcoming months here, I'm pretty sure they'll get rid of all of that and they'll really optimize it and it will help your reach. So yeah, number 3, biggest recommendation is the Creator Studio. Okay, so these final 2 softwares here now are actually not specific to social media management as a service. Like you don't need this to make posts, to design posts, to write captions, whatever. However, these 2 softwares will be a game changer for your productivity and for the daily management of your business, which is why I wanted to discuss it here with you today. So the fourth one is Slack. Now Slack, whether this was a social media management video, an SEO video, whatever, I would recommend this to you because it is the best, in my opinion, communication tool. Now what I see also often, and I was culprit to this when I first started my business, is that my communication would be messy with my clients. You know, I would have some clients I would message on email, some clients I would message on WhatsApp, some would be on a different email, some would just text me, and all of a sudden I've just got all these different avenues of communication and it's really, really inefficient. And especially as I started to build a team and bring on contractors and designers and everything, it was just extremely inefficient to have all of these forms of communication. So the best thing you can do is to get slack.com, download the app, create yourself a workspace for your agency or for your social media management business, and make sure that you get all of your clients and all of your team members into one place and have this central communication area. Now, I know what you're probably thinking, hang on a minute, Brad, but what happens if surely my clients can speak to each other? You know, that's the last thing I want. No, as long as you upgrade to the paid version, you can create private channels and you can invite people as single channel guests, which essentially means they can only speak to the people within the same channel they're invited to. So you may create several different channels for all your different clients, so then that way the clients can't message each other, but you have a one area, one hub that you can just communicate with all of your clients. It makes it so much more efficient, and I would just do this immediately. Like right now, after you watch this video, if you don't have Slack, download it, implement it, get all your clients, get them from email, get them from Upwork, get them from text messages or WhatsApp, get them all into this one place, and I promise you, you won't regret it, and that will make a huge difference to your productivity. Okay, so the 5th and final recommendation today, if you run a social media management business, is Trello. Now Trello, I mean, honestly, this has so many benefits. Just from a general business standpoint, you can use Trello to track your tasks, to set to-do lists, to assign tasks to your team, whatever it may be. But from a social media management perspective here today, not only is it a great tool for workflow and like I said, tracking all your daily tasks, but what you can also do is you could manage your clients' workflow in there as well. So if you're like me and you have clients, a lot of the time, you know, they trust your expertise, but they want to see what's going out because ultimately you're representing their brand. And sometimes they like to overview the content and like to see it before it goes out. One of the best, most efficient and cleanest ways that you can do this is inside of Trello. So what you can do is you can create yourself a Trello board and you can actually invite your clients within that same Trello board. And then what you can do is you can write the captions out and you can add images within specific cards. So for example, let's say you were to make a post for a client or you were planning to, you could add the image in a little Trello card and you could write the caption underneath it. And you could do this for all of the posts. So, you know, you can attach the date to it as well. So you could say, look, this this is due to go out on the 1st of May. This one here is due to go out on the 2nd of May, the 3rd of May, the 4th of May. And what you can do is you can just send the Trello access to your client so they can go in, and if they want to make any adjustments, they can easily go in and tweak the captions. They can leave any feedback in notes within that same Trello card, or if they're happy with it, you can even set like checklists so they can leave tick boxes for you. Honestly, it's just one of the most powerful ways that you can manage workflow for clients, and it also is really professional. I think if you have a proper system like that, it will help you build authority and charge those higher prices for your social media management services. So I highly recommend you look into Trello, like I said, not just from a workflow standpoint and like a productivity standpoint and managing yourself for your own time and your team, but create different Trello boards for your different clients. And again, you can share the posts, the captions, everything you need to ahead of time, specifically with the dates and whatnot, and any checklists all in one area. And again, it will change the game and it will make your clients very happy at the same time. Okay, so there we have it. Those are my 5 recommended tools if you run a social media management business. I hope you found a bunch of value. And just on a final note, if you are interested in having me personally mentor you every single day, maybe you're looking to grow your own social media management or social media marketing business and you're looking for a mentor, I would like to invite you to check out the top link of the description so you can see my Entrepreneur Accelerator Mastermind. It's literally only $29 per month, but you get full mentorship and access from me every single day. We have weekly live calls. You get access to a members area where there's hundreds of hours of content and training and scripts and funnel templates, all of the above. It's literally everything you need to run a successful social media marketing or management business, but at a super low cost. So if you're interested in learning more, check out the top link of the description. Again, if you're not on the waitlist, get yourself on it or grab yourself a copy of my new book, and I will see you in the next video.